Hey guys, welcome back for another video. So yeah, crazy Monday. I think if you haven't opened your portfolio yet, don't open it. It's gonna be painful, a lot of red. We have a short kind of a rebound in this market a little bit, but you can see that Bitcoin it's at $79,000, Ethereum roughly like around like $1,500, XRP below $2. Solana $107. We went down below 100. It was like 97. I accumulate a few, I've been longing from there. But expect like two scenario where it's just kind of a short relief and waiting until the next news, or it's like a reversal from there. But with all the retaliation, with all the tariff, especially now with China, that they, it's a bit painful to see, but yeah, keep it strong, guys. I think it's overall it's not too great. You can see that, yeah, to painting the picture, but this morning we're like minus 20%, 80%, so all you have just like one or two few that were pumping, but overall you can see that on the weekly it's not so great. It's not only the crypto, it's stock market, US, then like a snowball effect on the way to Europe, China, Asia markets, like everywhere. They even like kind of power issue where they kind of close the market just to avoid like the lower priced, to tell you how big it is, but it's all over the board. It's not only crypto, it's everywhere. This is due to the tariff, the uncertainty in the market, and it's not a great time because it's combined and it's a combo as well with all the uncertainty, with the wars, with everything that's happening as well in Europe. It's a shit show. It's a really shit show. And that's where we are right now. So just we had like a few things where like Ethereum whales like scoop up like $60 million as ETH price tumbled to low 2023. So it's kind of this crash is as bad as, even more bad than COVID, I should say, especially like in terms of sentiment. It's just like the way that the market bleeding for the reason of why it's bleeding. I think that's something that affect like a lot of people, a lot of investors. Got like a red alert for Solana, so 21% drop, raise fear of further collapse. So like I say, we may have like a little rebounds, short relief, but if we get some how can I say, resistance, for example, we may have some resistance around like $83,500 more or less for Bitcoins, if we break like above this trend line. But again, from my video that I make last week, that I say, look, we don't want to lose the $80,600 because there was like the major like key support resistance on the bigger time frame. We lose it, right? I say it's okay if we weak underneath, but if we close below, we are in a deep trouble, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So that's a little update of what's happening now. On that buy on these big wicks that we can see here, let me zooming out a little bit. And by the way, if you are still here, just never give up, guys. Just keep pushing. Don't look at your portfolio overall. Don't panicking, just kind of cruising around, just and think long terms. Just zooming out, guys. All right, just a little side motivations. But yes, this week. So this fin bar, it's kind of bullish. If what I would like to see, just to have this rebound, and if we can reclose above $80,000 on a daily, so we got still like a few hours, 3 hours. That would be nice. Is it possible? Yes. Probabilities, I'm not so sure, because with all the uncertainties, the fear in the market, it's being tricky. Now what I like to see, I like to see right now is like we got a lot of volumes. So this move here, it's back with a lot of volumes. So a lot of people bought back, including myself, like more on the Solana that I went long. But the thing is, like, we don't want to lose this one. $78,000, $300, give or take, like, because it's very volatile recently. But that's why I make easy. Like this orange line, we don't want to lose, like $78,000. If we close below, guys, next up to Goblin Town is like $71,480, more or less here. Again, we have a lot of volume, so it is like a kind of a short relief. The best case scenario that we want to see is kind of the volume make it to, we don't want to stay too long under there, but if we break, we kind of get a little bit out of the trouble, and then we do a bit of sideways here. That would be a bit more kind of reassuring, kind of a bit best scenario so far. But yeah, we still have like long to go. But look, it seems that we're a bit oversold. Sometimes we got like too much panic, but this is driven with all this goddamn uncertainty with the tariffs. Again, you don't have it's the tariff. I've been watching a lot of just to understanding a bit better how does it work, as well, like economics, try to get better every day. But yes, I mean, it's kind of like there is some good and bad, It's good because on the big picture, what Trump want to achieve is to get on the big visions of like having the US with their own factories, their own industry, that what they need they can produce there. That's be like good employment, good good tax and so on, good import, good I get it. It's good. It's a good intention. They want to give some work for the US. They want to build a product made in US and export like good product, and to don't be dependent about other countries and so on. And as well, you never know if one day got some wars and some technical issue or troubles, you don't depend on other country. I get it. It won't good for people who are the poorest in the country, or the richest men, or like the ambitious people, or the people who just want to chill, cruising around and having just a normal life and having like the make America great again. I get it. So like I say, on the big picture, a good guy who want to do good for his country, right? I get it. Now, one thing that it bothers me a bit is just because we are not living in the 90s anymore, and the world changed, evolved, and the thing is like it's not maybe the best moment to throw those goddamn tariffs when we have like all this tension in this world with all the wars and so on. You get the point. I can kick like a podcast on that, but that's not the point of this video today. I want to make it like just kind of short. But the thing is like it put like too much pressure, and the thing one thing you cannot buy in life is trust. And when you have like those partners and countries that you've been dealing with for so long, I get it, you are the powerful country, the US, but look, each empire, like in like thousands and thousands of years, they stay at the top for a certain amount of time. So it's good when you're on the way up, but when you start to get on the way down, that's where it's painful, right? And the US has been for like give or take like 100 years, and usually it's what's happening. So is that a decline with all the BRICS, the tension in terms of economics? It's one thing. Then you have the wars as well, that's a bit everywhere, popping up everywhere as well. That's another thing. So I get it as well, his point where to build factory that you don't depending in terms of technology, building chips, technology and research, and having like smart guys to build things for the next evolutions of their country. If something happen and the China say, you know what, fuck off, and I'm not gonna sell you all the chip that you need for the phone, the computer, and yeah, I get it, I get it. But the thing is gonna take years. And in between this short pain, it's going to be very painful for the day-to-day life, for people who like $1 change in some little thing that they buy have a big impact in their life, right? So a lot of product that, like I say, it's always like on the big picture, it's a great things, but all the small detail, you have the small detail that when you're painting this picture, you know exactly, okay, this small detail is going to be like this is going to be like that, this is going to bring some little repetition, but we know about it. That's one thing. But the thing about that, we are live. And the thing is, like, when you do things live like this, when break things, that's where the small things add up. And the snowball effect is like, because you can control as much as small details, but until that you don't know what's going to, if someone tell you, I know exactly what's going to be happening tomorrow, it's a lie. We cannot predict the future. It's probability, but we cannot predict the future. And here's the thing, with all those things can break along the way. And it's like all the chicken game as well with the Fed. So Trump put the pressure on the stock market and other things that affect like many people, many investors, and put like a shit things like everywhere, just to put pressure on the Fed to print money, But on the other side, it put like too much pressure elsewhere. So yes, it's not like you can have like the smile of the woman gonna sell you the butter and the money of the butter. So at some point, something's gonna break somehow, right? And the thing, you have all those retaliations where, again, think about the empires that were like from hundreds of years, but when they decline, And with all the bricks and other things, when you are too greedy, and sometimes you take decisions, and you can take this advice in your life as well. I'm sure it's happening in your life as well, that you take some goddamn decisions, and then you know that it's get worse and worse and worse, but you keep stick on this track, and you get worse and worse and worse, and just because you are driven by your ego, or you don't want to lose, or you don't accepting, and you are in a denial. You deny the fact. And I think that's happening in terms of like this snowball effect, that the pain that can bring, like, because it's going to have some tension with Europe, China, we get it. But we're living in another world where, like, in terms of employment, it's going to take years to bring back, like, all the industry in one country, for example. But then you have the AI. AI is going to replace a lot of work. So in terms of employment, in terms of, like, it's a shit show. So I'm going to keep you updated, because I learn every day. I want to learn a bit more every day on that thing, but that's a little thing that, yes, it's interesting to leave this right now. After, usually when you have like all this pain, usually we go do times, but it's a bit painful to see how the market has been doing recently. I mean, god damn it, guys, yes, it's trillions of dollars, trillions, $2 trillion, I think, has been wiped out from the stock markets. And like right now, like it's funny, because what has been wiped out from the market in 2 days is the total market cap of the crypto market. Like on market is like down 3% in the past 24 hours, and we are like $2.5 trillion. The fear index is like in extreme fear, and if we got some kind of rebounds, we are mostly going to have Bitcoin first, and we want to have this market decorrelated. Here's the thing, we were great when we didn't have any politics. That I said in many of my videos, we don't want you guys in politics, we don't want you, but they keep coming in, and look at that. When politics try to put his feet somewhere, governments put their feet somewhere, it's a total mess. And I think it's reflecting. So yes, I think it's been a while that I haven't here on industry talking how great it takes on left and right. It's just about like painful how one entity, one country, one person decisions affect the whole market. Like when you see like Apple stocks, Nikes, do you really think that an American guys who used to earn like 100,000, $70,000-$70,000. I don't know, because US are well paid people. Life is very expensive, but you are well paid there because you are paying US dollar. Do you really think that if they bring like the Nike factories in back to the US, or like the iPhone or whatever, call whatever product you want, do you really think that like the guy's gonna say, look, we're gonna pay you $5 an hour just to build like things, because otherwise you're gonna need to pay your iPhone triple the price? Do you really think that they're gonna want to work on those jobs? I've been traveling like a lot, and each country is not perfect, first of all, and secondly, like when you go in each country, you got like each country there is like job that people don't want to do. They are fucking lazy. They don't want to wake up for do those goddamn jobs, and they look like from bottom to top. People are doing it to say, yeah, do it and do it, because I'm never gonna do it, and I will never do that for the pay that you get paid. If you want me to do it, I'm gonna do it for 5 times this price. And that's the reality. And that's why, like, I don't know, oh god, no, like, but decades and decades ago, when you start to have like all the internet and things, they start to build everything overseas because it was cheaper and people were greedy. So a t-shirt that would make like $1, they sell it to you like $16-20 in your own countries. And those companies were too greedy, And over time, it's like a snowball effect as well. Again, it's like a greed guy, again, greed guys, again, like, country tax, because tariff is tax, guys. So if you think that business gonna wake up just to lose profit, it's not gonna happen. They may just do like a little bit, but trust me, they're gonna find a way to say, you know what, you try to screw me, like they're gonna find a way to screw back somehow, you know what I mean? If it's not the shoes itself, they're gonna find that the box that now costs like 3 times higher. They're gonna find a way. So yes, I think it's something that's very interesting. I know sometimes I can do videos like a bit longer, but I think something that has to speak, because it bothers me as well, because I want to understand it better. And I think it because it pissed me off, because yes, I think so. But I'm not alone. All right. So again, if you're here, it's tough. It's tough, guys. But remember, think as opportunities. If you can accumulate more, do it. But do accordingly. Wait at the market, because it's very volatile. So do have a good risk management. Please be careful with all the leveraging, because volatilities means they liquidate people on the long and on the short. Perfect example. 2 or 3 hours ago, there is like some misinterpretations on the news. I think it was Fox News or something, that they say like they're gonna postpone or delayed or postpone like for 90 days the tariff. Misleading informations. Market pump back. I don't know, a few billions dollars. I think it was like an index. I think S&P 500 or something like this. SPX, I think was that. And then they said, no, it's a fake news, like it was just misinterpretations of message, that when they were talking, they say something that they didn't mean to say. Up, down, boom. What do you think happened? Long liquidated, short liquidated, boom, instantly, no pity. So again, be careful. But yes, and if you want to, first of all, like if you are still here watching video, amazing. Just drop a like to support the channel. And you got all the links as well, crypto deals. You got like some in that. You got OKX. I think you got like $100 bonuses if you sign in. And so on. You got so many, like I keep track. I forget track, but you get the point. You got all the links to support the channel, and you can accumulate more crypto if you sign it and help this channel. Yes. So that being said, guys, on that note, I think we have an interesting week ahead, because we're gonna wait like China to, I think they already replied, to say kind of fuck off to US, but it's a bit tricky. So time will tell. Just be safe, don't be too harsh on yourself. Market exhausted, you know what it means when you got blood in the street. It's time sometimes to accumulating a little bit. But do according to the plan, not financial advice. Never catch a falling knife, so wait that we got some clear indication that the market rebounds, because again, just show you quickly, but market could have been rebounded at 80, right? And we drop all the way down to 74. Who can tell you that this is going to happen? Of course, we got some probability. That I said to last week. I said, look, if we're losing this, we're in a big trouble. We go back to gobbling towns. I don't mind if we weak below, but we don't want to close it. What we've been doing, we close there. And this is the daily. So this is like the Monday one. So look how it's been weakening all the way down to 70. What's the flow actually? $74,500. So $74,500. Where's my little mouse? I'm just gonna put there. Yeah, that was a week, but it's back with a lot of volume. So now I don't want to lose these $78,000, roughly, give or take here. We want to close and to have a good sleep at night, and maybe, hopefully, something good happen in this market. But yes, I think it's overall, it's very overall, look, it's like crypto price plunge as like $1.6 billion is leveraged bet wiped out. $1.6 billion, guys. And again, for stock is nothing, but for crypto it's a lot, because like the market cap is like it's crazy. It's crazy. We were like 3 trillions not long time ago, and now we're like 2.5 trillion. So something that we need to pay attention. What else as well in news? What else? And as well, all the margin calls as well. A lot of people has been liquidated like so bad. I as well, yeah, we got like Binance, like CZ. I joined like Pakistan Crypto Council as advisor. I've seen today as well. And again, this one is like the worst since COVID, guys. COVID was really, really bad in terms of as well news event, but as well in terms of price. So just to tell you the story, it's not that great. And again, we need to retake like the 80K. And I stock like avoid like Black Monday, almost, but I think we cannot deny that. And it's all, altcoins, meme coins. Actually, I haven't checked my portfolio of meme coins, but I don't want to see it. I think it's, I don't want to see it. Like I say, sometimes you just don't want to open. You just check individually. But yes, just to see, guys, Solana like below $100, guys. This morning. Oh, crazy. And week is not done, huh? Again, huh? This is like kind of it's a shit show. It's a really, really shit show. So yeah, time will tell, guys. But I think that's pretty much like that's pretty much what's happening right now, guys. I just gonna keep posting videos. This one, like I say, it was just chit chat, like if you will have a chat with your friends and just having a normal conversations. You don't have a script. I don't do script here in this channel. I just kind of do lives, and the way that I will talking with you, just to chilling, same as usual. And I think it's sometimes it's the best on the good times and on the bad times. All right. So guys, on that note, just be safe. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop a little like to support the channels. And yes, if you want to trade or access to good crypto deal, we got crypto deals as well, because I always like in chat with exchanges to get good deal with you for you guys. So all the deals that you found there, like for the Dynamic Nexus team. All right. On that note, have a fantastic day, and talk to you soon. And just be safe, guys. Be safe and don't be too hard on yourself. Okay. Goodbye, guys.